Hi everyone, this is Tutor MARIFE MCP. I create math video lessons that could serve as your supplemental learning resources. In this video, we're going to study some properties of a rectangle and apply those properties in finding these indicated angles. We have here rectangle FRAT, and this given information, measure of angle FRT equals 70 degrees. We are required to find the measure of angle TRA, measure of angle ATR, and measure of angle RTF. The challenge in this problem is actually your ability in identifying or locating the angle in this figure when the angle name uses 3 capital letters. Okay, how do we locate the angle when it uses 3 capital letters? Remember that the middle letter in the angle name is the vertex of the angle. The vertex of the angle is where the two sides meet. It is the common end point of the two sides of the angle. These letters, the one on the left side and the one on the right side of R, are a point on each side of the angle. Therefore, F is a point on one side of angle FRT. T is also a point on the other side of angle FRT. So where is angle FRT in the figure? The vertex is R. And the two sides are line segment FR and line segment TR. This is line segment FR, this is line segment TR. This is the angle formed by the two line segments, and it's equal to 70 degrees. It's given. Okay, how do we find the first indicated angle? We have measure of angle TRA. The middle letter is R. This is the vertex of the angle. The two sides of the angle are line segment TR and line segment AR. Line segment TR, line segment AR. So this is what we are looking for. We need to find the measure of this angle. So how do we find the measure of this angle? We're going to apply the property of a rectangle stating that all 4 angles of a rectangle are 90 degrees. So this is equal to 90 degrees. This is also 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. And this is also 90 degrees. All 4 angles of a rectangle are right angles. Okay, so if we are solving for the measure of this angle and this corner of the rectangle is a right angle, then the sum of these two smaller angles is equal to 90 degrees. So if we're going to add measure of the given angle, which is angle FRT, plus the measure of the indicated angle, angle TRA, the sum is equal to 90 degrees. This is by application of one of the properties of a rectangle. Okay, let's replace the first term of this equation with its given value. It's given 70 degrees plus the unknown measure of angle TRA is equal to 90 degrees. To solve for this, we need to isolate it on the left side of the equation. Let's use subtraction property of equality. Subtract 70 from both sides of the equation to keep the equation the same. Additive inverses cancel out each other, or subtracting same numbers results to 0. Measure of angle TRA, which is the unknown, is isolated on the left side of the equation, and its value is 90 minus 70, or 20 degrees. We are done with the first indicated angle. Measure of angle TRA equals 20 degrees. Okay, Let's proceed to the next indicated angle, measure of angle ATR. The middle letter is letter T. This is the vertex of the angle. And the two sides of the angle are line segment AT, and line segment RT. This is line segment AT, this is line segment RT. Therefore, this is the indicated angle. We are required to find the measure of this angle. Okay, this is very easy. Notice that this triangle is a right-angled triangle. This is the right angle. Okay, so it is a right-angled triangle. And remember that in any right-angled triangle, the two acute angles are complementary. When we say that two acute angles are complementary, we mean that their sum is equal to 90 degrees. So if we add up the measures of these two acute angles, the result is 90 degrees. So our equation is measure of angle ATR plus measure of angle TRA is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, measure of angle ATR is unknown. We need to isolate it on the left side of the equation. Measure of angle TRA is already solved. It's equal to 20 degrees. So we can substitute 20 into the second term of this equation. This becomes 20. Let's copy the unknown. Measure of angle ATR. And the sum is equal to 90 degrees because these two acute angles of the right-angled triangle RAT are complementary. Use subtraction property of equality to eliminate the constant term on the left side of the equation. Subtract 20 from both sides of the equation. Subtracting two equal numbers results to 0. Measure of angle ATR is isolated on the left side of the equation and its measure is equal to 90 minus 20 degrees or 70 degrees. Okay, so this is equal to 20, this is equal to 70 degrees. Last indicated angle, measure of angle RTF. The middle letter is T. T is the vertex of the angle. The two sides of the angle are line segment RT and line segment FT. This is line segment RT. This is line segment FT. So we are required to find the measure of this angle. And again, let's go back to the property of a rectangle, stating that all four angles of a rectangle are right angles. This is one of the interior angles of the rectangle FRAT. So this is equal to 90 degrees. And notice that this corner is divided into two smaller angles. If we add up the two smaller angles, the sum is equal to 90 degrees. So measure of angle RTF, which is the last indicated angle, plus the measure of this angle, which is angle ATR, is equal to 90 degrees. We can replace this with its value because we had solved measure of angle ATR. It's equal to 70 degrees. So measure of angle RTF plus 70 degrees is equal to 90 degrees. Again, isolate the unknown on the left side of the equation. Use subtraction property of equality. Subtract 70 from both sides of the equation. Subtracting two equal numbers results to 0. Measure of angle RTF is isolated on the left side of the equation and its measure is equal to 90 minus 70 degrees or 20 degrees. That's it. Measure of angle TRA is equal to 20 degrees. Measure of angle ATR equals 70 degrees. Measure of angle RTF is equal to 20 degrees. If you have any questions, you want further clarification, or you want to give a feedback on this video, feel free to post it. Again, this is Tutor MARIFE MCP. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video.